Okay, here is the 3-year review of my experience with the ROG Z Flow 13. As you can see, I do not have it with me. I would probably be showing it to you right here, right now, but I can't because it is broken if you watch my previous reviews of this product, and I've done a lot of reading online for other people that own this product, the ROG Z13 Flow, whatever you want to call it. And I want to just tell you about, like, so far, okay, summarize, it worked for about 1 year, a little bit over a year, just like I think the manufacturer's warranty only lasts a year. And it only lasted basically, I think, 16 months, so like 4 months over a year before it crapped out. The crapping out process was during some kind of Windows update. I'm pretty sure what happened is during a Windows update, it was taking forever. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to leave it charging in my room. I'm going to go and just not look at it for a while because it's taking forever. I don't know why. But whatever. I'm going to do that. I let it sit. Then eventually a day or two later, I normally don't actually use this device on a day-to-day basis. I go pick it up and it's off. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I need to use it for work or whatever. So I pack it up, take it to work. And when I open up at work, it is powering on. The lights in the back are on, but the screen doesn't turn on. At this point, the keyboard doesn't work, so I actually had to carry a keyboard. The keyboard dies after 6 months, so yeah, their keyboards suck. They suck. They break. And that's across many other reviews I've seen. Like, the keyboards break within 6 months, basically, easily. So I couldn't figure out how to get the screen on. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll have to take a look at this when I get home. Come to find out, after much testing and trial and error, I was not able to post to a external monitor, even though the normal monitor doesn't work. I even detached, I opened it up and detached the monitor so it could maybe try to sense like a new monitor. That would not work. I just did a really thorough analysis of all the different boards and parts. Nothing was broken on the inside. Everything seems clean and good. So not like an electrical surge that burnt out something, at least not visually. So I'm just like, okay, you know what? I can't fix this myself. I got somebody else to look at it. They couldn't figure it out. They couldn't get it a post either to anything else, even though it turns on. And when I did hook up the monitor or the actual screen back to the device, there was moments where when I click on it, it gave like beeping kind of sounds as if like the touchscreen still worked. So it seems like the monitor, like the display doesn't work, or the touchscreen, I guess those could be two different cord functionalities. Like, one of them worked and the one of them didn't. But I think it has something more to do with BIOS/Windows updating and not updating correctly. That maybe when I pulled it off the charger, it basically crapped out then. So it could have been a surge kind of thing. But still, it did not work. Okay, so that's what happened. That was like literally 16 months in. So literally, it's 3 years after me owning the device. Really been just letting it sit on the side, not fixing it because I'm just too busy doing other things and I don't need it in my day-to-day life normally. But then lately, I'm about to go back to work full time, and everything after having a kid and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, I need a laptop, so why don't I try to see if I get this fixed? So I paid the 80-something bucks to send it to ASUS as out of warranty, so for them to take a look at it. And I get an email back. So I don't feel like going over this, but this is basically the email. You can pause if this is a high enough definition for you to read. But basically, after sending it back to them to take a look at it and diagnose it, what's going on, they quote me this. They have a functional part, which is the docking station. I sent the keyboard back because I'm like, maybe they'll replace the keyboard as well. But yeah, they're just like, nope. Paint, peeling, scratch surface. I guess they'll replace the keyboard for $89. I'm assuming that's what that is. Non-warranty damage because, yes, it's out of warranty. And then they have this. They're going to replace, I'm guessing this is a board level repair. They're basically going to repair the entire board. And that's going to cost me a nice solid $678. I'm not paying that price. This device, it cost me $1,500. So it's literally, at the end of the day, $830 is the total. It's half the cost of the price when it was new. But when I go and look online, I can get the same device basically used at $900. I'm like, why? What do I do? And of course, the device, if you get the most current year, it's $2,300 or something like that. So I don't know. This is more of a warning video that if you are to buy this device, this is a enthusiast product. And from all of the reviews I've read about this product, basically your keyboard's going to crap out uber soon. It's almost impossible to get a replacement, even with the warranty, because you have to send it in and all that other crap, and it just doesn't work that well. The device itself will crap out after the warranty, meaning that they only believe their device will last to a certain point, at like a year. So you're paying $2,300 for like what, 1 year of something, or like one guaranteed year. So what? Let's 300. Okay, so $2,300 divided by 365 days. You're paying $6 a day to use a Z Flow 13. I definitely do not think this device is worth it for anybody, unless you just literally have money to throw at things. Then I guess you can buy it. But yeah, this is a disappointing service. I think this is going to be the conclusion of any more videos on this device that I do. I just like to, inform people about products I buy, that especially these enthusiast products. This is because people are like, this looks like a really cool thing because it's like a gaming tablet. Sure, it's a powerful tablet, but the problem is it will die after a year. Or maybe it can last 2 years, maybe 2 years. So that means $3 a day for use. So it'll die after a couple of years of use. Its keyboard dies very, very quickly. The keyboard's really poorly manufactured. It just breaks. And it's not meant for maybe desk use only. You don't want to use it on your lap or anything like that because it'll bend and whatnot and it just breaks. So keyboard's bad. It heats up like crazy. It is loud when it heats up like crazy. So yeah, you're burning yourself almost, like literally you can't touch the back of this device even though it's on your lap, and it would burn your hand almost, and it's really loud doing that. So all that, oh yeah, and software updates, because this is like a very weird sizing, 16 by 10 and like all the other stuff. Things don't format quite right, like games and stuff. Like it just like resolution is weird. It just happens to be weird. So overall, it was fun try, not worth the money. I have 5 problems with it. The things I do like about it is it's powerful. It was able to do basically everything, but it's so hot that it made it like I'd rather just play low graphics on a normal laptop. Like a normal laptop would have been better. So yeah, that's my whole thoughts on this. This is probably the last video about the ROG Z13 or ROG Flow Z13. If ASUS wants to contact me and like try to resolve this, because this is horrible. Like I know my tablet's out of warranty because I didn't return it when I got my keyboard first broke, so you could check on it and then whatnot, but I just am annoyed at like other people that are getting or advertising, because ASUS is advertising it, and like there's still lots of problems with it even on the newest devices that I hear. I literally keep an eye on the reviews just trying to see what's going on. So yeah, there it is, guys. ROG Z13. I do not recommend. If you want to buy it yourself, you can, but know that price is ridiculously high for very small amount of use of time. All right, thanks. Like and subscribe to the channel if you want to hear more tech things about things I bought. I have more videos coming up soon because I bought a new electric vehicle and I might want to do some reviews on it and everything, especially since my use case is very interesting because I am now a family with a kid. So we're going to be doing a bunch of stuff like that, and who knows, I might go on this channel and my family channel. But yes, like and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Bye bye.